Well, good Saturday morning, everyone, and greetings once again from Radio Wasteland Records here in Midland. I hope your Saturday's off to a great start. Ours is here, a little tired, but that's how it goes. But a beautiful day here in the mid-Michigan area, but it's going to be a warm one. Yeah, yeah. So before, I know we get some viewers from outside of the mid-Michigan area, but before you guys down in the south or in other parts of the world where it does truly get hot complain and say, oh, come on, roll your eyes at us. For us softies here in the Michigan area, when it gets into the low 90s, that's considered hot. Come on, we're northerners here. We like the snow. And speaking of that, I can't wait till it snows again. I know that's blaspheme for some of you, but bring it on. All right. Let's see what's going on here. Lots of stuff happening today. I mentioned I'm a little bit tired. I was up a little bit late last night. Ran to the old hometown down a little south of here to go say hi to some friends from high school, somebody in from out of town, out of state, but then reconnect with some other folks. Did I say older? I'm sorry. I meant other folks from my older life. Karen, I see you in there. So I'm not saying that we're old, but come on, you know how it is going. Let's say a few quick hellos this morning. There's a few of you out there. Holy cow, everybody's chiming in. Good to see you. Jennifer starting us off. Good morning. Stay cool. Same to you. Stay chill. Hopefully you can enjoy some air conditioning. TK from TK or TC from TKR Video out east. It is going well, sir. Hope the same for you. Let's see. Fred from Grand Rapids chiming in. Good morning to you as well. And hey, Chuck, good morning. Karen, there you are. Good morning. Great to see you guys last night. Always happy. Rocky O, good morning to you, sir. Doogie, Gary and crew, good morning. You're still here. Been busy, I'm assuming. Haven't seen you. We'll catch up to you soon. Mike, good morning to you as well. Let's see. TC saying Boston is the same way. Yeah, we get into that. For me, the threshold in temperature, I gotta admit, is probably by the time it gets to 82, 83 degrees. I'm just like, yeah, whatever. I'm over it. Bring on that northern cold front coming down without the smoke this time. Thanks, Canada. Let's see. David saying good morning from Pennsylvania. Thank you for being here as well. See, Lib Trivalek. There we go. From the West, Virginia. By golly, good to see you here. I'm sorry if I messed up your username. Yep. Chuck says bring on the snow, and Karen chiming in as well. Yeah, it's always great to see you guys here. Thank you all so much for hanging out on a Saturday morning. I know you probably got better stuff to do. Farmers markets at all. But 15 minutes, we can kind of catch up and see what we got going on here. But tons of fun. Big-ish release day yesterday. We've got some stuff left, some stuff late. This is just kind of getting a little crazy with the distributors, but I'll cover those here in a couple of moments. A vintage vinyl drop yesterday. Not too much in there, but still some cool stuff. If you get a chance, back up and check out the video from yesterday. You'll see everything that we put out. Nifty little mix of things, and there still is some good stuff left. So let's see. Mid-August. Can you believe it? Blink. Hold on. Blink. It's mid-August. There we go. It's here. It's moving quick. I've already, believe it or not, I've already gotten some questions about when are we going to see the Record Store Day release? And my first, the Record Store Day list for Black Friday. And my first response to that is always, you're not going to. It was just Record Store Day in April. And then I have to stop and think, oh no, now we're closer to Black Friday than we were the April one. So I don't know. I'd have to go back and double check our records. But the Record Store Day list for Black Friday in November typically shows up, I think, sometime in September. So it's getting here quick. When that pops, we'll be on it. We'll let you guys know what's out there. I have no clue what's going to be happening for Black Friday, whether or not they're going to scale it back like they did last year, or they're going to go all in. We'll find out together as when the list gets here. But come on, let's enjoy the rest of the summer before we get a little deeper into this fall. Even though I just said I can't wait for fall to get here. I'm so confused, guys. I'm going to go take a nap. All right. Let's see. Ryan checking in. Hey to you, sir. I see that in there. That's our door dinger. Please ignore that. Our business neighbor next door bringing some folks in, which is always good, but nobody's going to interrupt us for a few minutes until we open. Okay, onward to the new releases. A bunch of stuff that was released yesterday. Got some stuff in the store still. Let's cover the highlights of this one. By the way, when it comes to new releases, if I haven't mentioned it, and I sure I have because I tend to do that type of stuff. Make sure you are subscribed to our channel and you check out Saturday afternoons. I'll put up a new release video that shows all the stuff coming for the next week. So in these times where I'm not certain we're going to get certain releases or they scale us back or whatever, it's best if you have a pre-order in. So if there's something you see in that pre-order list, rather than waiting until I show it off on a Saturday of what we have left, your best bet is to pre-order ahead of time. That way I will reserve a copy of something for you, except for the Alice Cooper, because we all got screwed on that one. All right. Let's see here. Thanks, Orchard, by the way. Black Keys, new release from the Black Keys. This is called No Rain, No Flowers. The hype sticker's really hard to see, but there it is. New studio album includes the hit single The Night Before, plus No Rain, No Flowers and Baby Girl. Limited edition. The ones we've got are pressed on ruby red vinyl. I've not had a chance to listen to this. I like the Black Keys stuff. They're always reliable for putting out some very cool music. But we'll get one of these around and we'll spin it. But I do have 2 copies of this new Black Keys left for those of you that want to swing through and pick one up this weekend. And if you've heard it, cool on you. This one I'm excited to. I was going to open one up. We only got 2 copies. I'm going to attempt to get some more. This is from an artist called Devin Allman, and this is called The Blues Summit. And very interesting because it's a good blues album, but it features Jimmy Hall, let's see, Sierra Green, and it's really tough to see here, but Saginaw, Michigan's own Larry McRae on here as well. So this is good, some good live blues. We'll try to give this a listen. I will get more of these because eventually one will need to be opened for quality control purposes here. But some good blues from Devin Allman along with Larry McRae and a host of others. 1 copy of this left in the store as of this morning. I mentioned this incorrectly on the new release show. I just kept calling him MGK, and someone called me out in the comments. Thank you, by the way. It's Machine Gun Kelly. I don't know where my head was with that one, but MGK, Machine Gun Kelly's new one, Lost American on red vinyl. 1 copy of that left for the weekend, as is 1 copy of this brand new one from Charlie Crockett called $1 a Day. This is on limited edition blue vinyl. It also has an alternate cover from the regular edition. We didn't get any of the regular edition in, but I do have 1 copy of this left. We can get more of these if need be, if you are a Charlie Crockett fan. Speaking of that genre of music, finally, these got delayed for us for a week, but I do finally have some copies of the Billy Strings and Brian Sutton live at the Legion, the American Legion Hall in Tennessee, Nashville, Tennessee, I believe, is where this was recorded. Let's see here. It doesn't say, but I think I remember reading that. Double LP. This is a red, white, and blue split vinyl. Some great traditional bluegrass being played by some very modern and very talented bluegrass players in Brian Sutton and Billy Strings. Grammy Award winners, both. I think Sutton is as well as a bluegrass player. So good stuff. I've listened to a few of these. Yet to open one for quality control, but I will. I want to make sure that there's enough for anybody that wants them because they were late. And we only have, I think, 3 copies of this left. But some very cool traditional bluegrass by Billy Strings and Brian Sutton. 3 copies of that. Didn't know we needed a reissue of this, let alone an expanded one, but here it is. You see this album everywhere. It's just got a different cover. Chicago's Greatest Hits, or Chicago, I believe it's 9. Yeah, Chicago 9, technically. I don't know. I lose track of the Chicago album covers. But yeah, this is their big Greatest Hits. They've expanded this and reissued it into a double LP. 21 tracks on 2 LPs. I don't believe it's on colored vinyl, but you got kind of a different looking cover on this. 25 or 6 to 4, Make Me Smile, If You Leave Me Now. Is anybody out there really know what time it is? Sorry, Street Player. So yeah, that's that Greatest Hits expanded. If you're a Chicago fan, you know what, you love it. You need the extra album in there, I think, as well. From last week, got another copy of the now playing Randy Travis. These come in at a really neat price point. $20, a new compilation of some Randy Travis stuff. Also from last week, this one turned out to be a surprise, kind of a sleeper hit with everybody going for it. And that's that brand new one from Tyler Childers, and it's called Snipe Hunter. There was an orange-ish colored vinyl, an indie exclusive, that is long gone. We were able actually to get quite a few of the orange ones, but they got picked up very, very quickly, and it looks like that is out of print. So now I've got some black vinyl ones left for you Tyler Childers fans. I guess it's really good. I've not listened to it, but folks are digging it, and I've got that copy left. Let's see. Ozzy, speaking of stuff that's hard to get, a lot of the Ozzy Osbourne reissues are on back order again. So I'm going to still try to get more of the solo albums. But in the meantime, I've got a couple copies of Memoirs of a Madman. We've got that one in if you're an Ozzy fan and you're looking for something else to top off that collection. Had this last week, got another couple copies of the Dust album featuring Mark Bell on drums, a.k.a. Ramon, in there. This one, if you ever find an OG, it's worth a little bit. Some very cool early hard rock stuff from the band Dust. I got two copies of that. I don't know why I picked this up. I just kind of felt like it because I've got a golden record. Let's give my best Charlie Crockett. And there as well. This is the Primus version, reimagining the 71 classic, all of the music from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Gold foil vinyl. I don't think we're going to find anything inside special tour, but the Primus and the Chocolate Factory. I've got one copy of that. Just looked like fun, so I thought I'd grab one. I'll talk about this on the Sunday podcast with Steve, but I've got an extra copy, double LP of the very best of the Stone Roses. Added one of these to the personal collection. I dig their music. I used to have a whole bunch of it in OG, but we'll talk about that with Steve on the podcast coming up Sunday. But I do have one copy, double LP of that left. It's a little pricey, but hey. And this final one, I keep getting these. I know folks were looking for it, and I had a bunch on back order for what seemed like years, and then they just show up occasionally. So I've got another copy of Tom Petty and Highway Companion. I know some folks were looking for it. If you need this, call or get down here and grab it because I only have the one and they're on back order again. I still have some more, I think, in the queue. But like I said, they just randomly show up from time to time after being out of print or back ordered or whatever the case is. Man, I don't even know when this pressing is from. 2006, I believe, is when that pressing is from. So I don't know if they've repressed it or how things are going on that, but that's the way it goes. All right, let's dip back to the chat really quick and say some hello goodbyes before we wrap it up for the day. I got to turn the air conditioning back on. I turned it off for the lives because it makes a little noise. So yeah, we got to cool her back down in here. All right, let's see. Who else is checking in? We mentioned hey to Ryan. Betty from Toledo. Sunny down there. Good to hear. Good morning. Ivan Music Man says happy weekend from Norway. Thank you for tuning in from all the way over there, and I appreciate the thumbs up as well. Pearl Charles live this week, her new album Desert Queen. We'll look for that, sir. Thank you for doing that. Doogie chiming in. Okay, well, folks, the Tom Petty's already been sniped. Well, you can get Snipe Hunter still, but we'll grab that. Thanks, Gary. We'll hold that one for you. All right, folks. Real quick reminder: don't forget about our podcast, Two Guys Talking About Records. Each Sunday, Steve Carlson and I get together and we talk about records. It's about as simple as that. Always have fun with Steve. We are plus like 120 episodes deep. This week's episode is kind of a follow-up on something Steve's been working on for his channel, and that is some of our favorite music of the 21st century. You think August is moving here quick. How about the freaking 2020s? They're cruising. So tune in to Two Guys Talking About Records every Sunday evening about 7 o'clock. It's here on our YouTube channel. It's over on Spotify, Apple, iHeart, wherever you get your podcasts, you should be able to find it. And you can check that out and have fun with us if you got an hour to spare. I've heard tell that some of you folks use that podcast to help go to sleep at night. Thanks. Hey, very cool. I hope that works for you. Anyhow, I do appreciate it regardless. All right, it is a warm one. Here is your daily reminder. Please do not leave your kids, pets, or records in that order in your cars today. But yeah, take care of that. Stay hydrated. Come inside here to the Wasteland. We've got air conditioning rolling. Open from, now 10 a.m. Eastern until 4 p.m. this afternoon. Open tomorrow, Sunday, from 12 noon until 4 p.m. as well for your record needs. It's going to be a hot one tomorrow, too. So get your running done early and then come hang out at the store, listen to some music with us, and dig through some vinyl because we will be here and staying cool. Cool, man. All right. Ivan's saying he loves the podcast series. I do appreciate that as well. All right, folks, stay cool out there, and we will talk to you next week from Radio Wasteland Records. As always, thanks for being here.